All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to another weekly review of the Forex charts, Forex market. This is a review for the 7th of April. Let's jump right into it. Let's start off with gold, everybody's favorite. So we are on our weekly time frame here. As we can tell, gold had a pullback this week. So all week, gold was pulling back to this trend line here, starting off on Tuesday. We created a high and then we pulled back all the way to this support level. And we got to this trend line we rejected. This happened on Wednesday. And then we retested the trend line again on Friday. We got the trend line once more, we rejected. What I'm expecting to happen this coming week, or what I want to happen, is I want price to reject off of this trend line, come back to this support level, and then break this trend line. Now, I'm not certain that that's exactly how it's going to happen. Price may just break through the trend line as it is on Monday. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we can test this trend line, get rejected off it, come back to this support region or this area where we can buy from, and then make the push through the trend line. And once the price has made the push through the trend line, I expect price to at least hit these highs and take them out sometime later on. Right, so gold is once again a buy for the upcoming week, but I'm looking for a retest of this support, then a break of this trend line, and head to the upside. My next pair for the week is a pair that I don't trade that often. It's the AUDNZD. Now, taking a look at our weekly, we can see that price is at both trend line and at support. For the past 3 weeks, price has been coming to this support region and rejecting off of it. And I expect that after rejecting it for 3 weeks, I expect that now we should finally make a move to the upside. Now, why do I think that? Because for the longest while, from April, the beginning of April, price has been following this trend line. And then finally on Friday, we had this massive bullish engulfing candle, which broke that trend line. So what I'm expecting is for price to make a retest of the area somewhere here, forming a new trend, and then make that push to the upside. I think at the very least, price will come to this level here. All right? So this here is an area, a minor area of resistance, the 1.08486. Now, I don't think it will get there over the course of a week, but maybe within the next two weeks or so, price should at least come to this level. All right. My next pair is the GBPJPY. So price has been making that bullish move over the past 3 weeks. We're currently at resistance on the weekly. So what I expect, we got a minor rejection here over the course of the last 4 hours of trading on Friday. What I'm hoping to happen is that price will retest this trend line. And after prices retested this trend line, we make our way through this resistance. That would be the ideal trade if price can retrace its way back to this trend line. But price may also just decide to continue on the upside without any further retracement. I'm hoping that this retracement can happen over the course of Monday, so that Tuesday we're set up nicely for the buy and break through this resistance. My next pair will be the GBPNZD. Now, price has been moving quite slowly in this area, coming and testing this support as well as this trend line over the past 2 weeks and rejecting it both times. On Friday, we had a bullish candle, which failed to break through this resistance. So what I'm expecting is that price will take another look at this trend line and then finally break through. So you might, if you take a look at it, you might want to take the right down. I wouldn't. I would wait for price to do the retracement, form the trend, and then buy all the way up. Price may come to this level here because you can see this is a bit of a support, a very minor support. It's a support on the 4 hours. So it wouldn't surprise me if price comes to this level and then buys off of it. I expect that to happen over Monday, maybe even Tuesday, but Monday most likely, and then continue to the upside. So as long as price closes on the daily above this level, for me, that would be an indication to buy because it means that price is going to continue to the upside. That's what I'm looking for. All right, that's a GBPNZD. My last pair is the EURGBP. Now let's see what this has been doing. So for the past 2 weeks, we've been selling off. We're still, however, in a bullish momentum. Price coming to this support level here. What I want to see is price to retest this area once again, and then eventually break through this trend line. Now, why, apart from being in a bullish momentum, why do I think that the price is going to eventually break through? Well, price doesn't spend much time at this support. Look at it. When price came to this support, massive bullish to the upside. Massive bullish to the upside. Keeps rejecting the area. What might happen is we might get a false break, meaning a wick out through this support level, catching all of our sellers, and then eventually break through this upside. Break through this trend line and make its way to the upside to continue the bullish momentum. So for this trade, I'm looking for a break of this trend line. And once that happens with confirmation, so a break and a retest, that's when I will enter this trade. I'm not looking for sells because we're in a bullish momentum. I'm not looking for sells. So even if price gives a massive candle through here, I will just think that it's a trap. It's a bearish trap. And it'll eventually head to the upside. Let me just add one more. Euro AUD. I think that's the same will happen for the Euro AUD. Because if you look and you make a comparison, this is a Euro AUD. This is a Euro GBP. Quite similar. Sorry, that's GBPNZD. Euro GBP, Euro AUD. They look quite similar. Price constantly buying off of this support, not breaking through. It's forming the wicks. What I think will happen is once again, might sell down to this level, but ultimately we'll make our way back to the upside and break through this candle. Same as here. So expect a wick and then continue up. I think we'll get a wick here and then continue up. You might make it all the way down to this trend line. I'm not thinking that it will, but it's a possibility. But ultimately, I don't think that price wants to stay below this level. I think the move, because we have a bullish trend, I think the move will be to break through this trend line and continue going upwards. All right, so those are my pairs for this week. Thank you for tuning in. Join me again next week, same time.